In the middle of Kashmir, where the Jhelum River tells old stories, and the chinar leaves turn pretty colors as the seasons change, a story began. This isn't just about kings and battles. It's about a voice that grew from the ground itself. This is the story of Habba Khatoon. She was born in a small village called Chandara, close to the saffron fields of Pampore, sometime in the 1500s. Her world was colored with the purple of saffron flowers and the deep green of the valley. Her name when she was born was Zun, which means the moon in Kashmiri. It was a good name for someone who would shine a soft, bright light on her land's culture for hundreds of years. Imagine a young girl, Zun, walking through those endless fields. Her spirit couldn't be kept inside the four walls of a house. She was a child of nature, her heart beating with the changing seasons. She felt the joy of the first snow, the gentle sadness of a dying flower, and the quiet wish of the faraway mountains. These weren't just quick feelings for her. They were the seeds of poems, waiting for the right time to grow. Every morning and every evening was a new song waiting to be sung, a new feeling waiting to be caught in the delicate net of her words. Zun's poems weren't made in a fancy palace or a library full of old books. They were made in the dirt and hard work of everyday life. As a young woman, she would work in the fields, her hands busy but her mind and soul dreaming of poems. Her early life, though, wasn't a fairy tale. She was married off young to a man who couldn't read or write. Her new home was like a cage. Her husband and mother-in-law scolded her for daydreaming, for singing when she should have been working. Fate stepped in one day as she sang alone. Yusuf Shah Chak, the prince, was hunting nearby. He was drawn by a charming voice, a song of pain and beauty that made him stop. He followed it and found Zun by the river. He was captivated, not just by her looks, but by the depth of her poems and her soulful voice. He saw not a farm girl, but a rare treasure. This chance meeting changed her life and Kashmiri writing forever. The poet, the artist, the soul he'd been searching for. The meeting with Yusuf Shah Chak was like a dream come true for Zun. Here was a man who saw her for who she truly was. He arranged for her to get a divorce from her first husband. He brought her to his palace. He gave her a new name, Habba Khatoon. She, the farm girl from Chandara, entered the royal court of Kashmir as the prince's beloved and a respected poet. The cage was finally open. The bird was free to sing. Yusuf Shah Chak, who soon became king, loved her deeply. She was his inspiration and wise companion. Together they talked for hours about poetry, music, art. The royal court became a lively place for creativity. Her presence reconnected the court to old traditions. She gave voice to the common people. This period is often seen as the high point of her life and work. Her poems brimmed with the joy of finding love and being seen. "Come, my friend, let us go to the garden. The flowers are in full bloom," she would sing. She introduced new songs and refined folk tunes. Narrator, V.O. The political situation in India was changing. In 1586, Akbar's army attacked the valley. Narrator, V.O. Yusuf Shah Chak, trying to save his kingdom, went to Delhi to talk with the Mughal emperor. It was a trip he would never come back from. Narrator, V.O. He was tricked, arrested, and sent away to Bihar, far from his mountains and his queen. Narrator, V.O. Habba Khatoon was left behind in Kashmir, suddenly alone, her world broken into a million pieces. Narrator, V.O. She left the taken court and wandered the valley, a queen-turned-wandering singer, singing of her lost love. Narrator, V.O. I am waiting, but my youth is fading. When will you come back to me? Narrator, V.O. Years turned to decades. Yusuf Shah Chak never returned. He died in exile and Habba Khatoon never saw him again. Narrator, V.O. She died alone, her simple, unmarked grave near Athwajan, her voice carried by the wind across the Jhelum. Why do the people of Kashmir call her the Nightingale of Kashmir? It's because her voice, like the nightingale's song, is so deeply beautiful it can make you cry. Her poetry wasn't just meant to be read, it was meant to be sung. She mixed her words with the folk music of the valley, creating songs that were easy to understand and deeply touching. She popularized the LOL lyric, a Kashmiri form expressing one strong feeling, often love or longing. Her impact was huge, giving a powerful voice to Kashmiri. She inspired countless poets who came after her, including the great spiritual poet Lal Ded, creating a strong tradition of female voices in Kashmiri writing. Today, more than 400 years after her death, Habba Khatoon's legacy is more alive than ever. Her songs are still sung in homes and at cultural gatherings. Her life proves that true power is not in crowns and thrones, but in the ability to touch the human heart with words. The moon, Zune, may have set long ago, but her light, the gentle light, the sad light, the beautiful light of her poetry, continues to light up the valley. Her song is and always will be the eternal song of Kashmir.